Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
45's the mark. In your face. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So we got man.
Into space at the 45, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Switch.
Now Purdy. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
45.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Lucky. Switch. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch QB drop.
Purdy from the gun. He's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down territory?
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Let's go.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Good job, bro. Let's get it in.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 2 in. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Turbo 3, kick. It's just me and you.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. Go.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
20 TX. That's it, baby. We go.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A run with Mostert up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
All right, come on. 18. 54. Mike, 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
A run with a former Niner running back. It's Jeff Wilson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
they'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 6 now.
Tight, watch left. Tight.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They need 2. Here's third down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready? Slam.
Wilson with a first down carry. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
Rip left. Rush in.
Wilson will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go play action here. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here I come again. Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 9 here.
51 the mic, boys. 51. 19 tight. I'm coming up to you. Showing it. Big
Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence for that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, you got deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, this is Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Second and a couple. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Once again, it's Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
I got him. Alert flare, alert flare.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Hey, watch the backfield.
Tua sets up to pass it. A quick slant to Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go, here we go. Check that.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
6 man. Check curls, check.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Tua. They hand it off to Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now Tua. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Well, think about this. You got to potentially be careful not to score too early here. 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Tua. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing Tua. They'll try and run with Wilson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Come off the ball, check 31, check 31. Check 4.
Here's Purdy to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. 51.
Throwing, Purdy. Finding Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Tighten up. Tighten up. Buffalo 18. Shoot.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
44. Ready. Out. Double dog. Double. Hey, long. Watch twist.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Hey, tight. Check nickel.
Here's Mostert. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to take this home. They'll run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. On 3rd down, it's short and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Go, run.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more Log on to EASports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check your hot read.
From the red zone now, Smith throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
I'm going back to you. Switch. Back.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Up the middle, here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 6-0 our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Slam. No, Rig. Go. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check smash. Check smash. Out. Slam. 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 Hey,
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run?
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Come on, switch it. Save. Check.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Watch the ship. Smash, Bronco. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go. Big
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Here we go.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Smith on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On fourth down, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 95 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. SOS.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
54's Mike. Check it.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Now he's loose at the 40, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get... Hawk 70. Flare. Check, Bobcat. Tight dog. Check 15.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
56. Must 56. I got you. Check safety.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dancing to his left. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game.
Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
56, Mike. 56 to Mike. 56.
Purdy now to throw.
I'm coming.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your lineman surge and fire out.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 144 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Switch. Back. Jump back.
Now Purdy. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. 56. Mike 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And they'll run it here. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now Moody for the PAT.
Let's go.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Out of the pistol. McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. 174 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Purdy now on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Smith to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
On first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, here's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Second and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Great job, D. Great job.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
On second down, Mostert, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third down and 13. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now a 3rd and 4. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 6-0 our score after 1. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
Check 99. Kill. Go check. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Get ready. 60 Maverick. 45. Mike, 45. Check.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A second down throw for Purdy. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Hey, check that. Street. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. 9, check 49. Shit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
Check. 25, check 25.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Check. Lucky. Switch.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Okay, ready? Mike 51, Mike 51. Street. I got him. Out. Slam. Hey, watch this. Panther 60. Check. Switch it. Buffalo 18.
On first down, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Safe. Check. Fresno. Go, Rig. Go. 36. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Second down and 4. Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
No. Off. Shift. Hurt. Slam. Rush in.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
And they go with McCaffrey, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey, get set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
All right, 17. 57's the mic. Down to lose 1. Check 52. Check 23.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Check 13.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They're going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Check.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
I got you. I got you. Check, 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 check.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
Check 3, check 3. Kill.
Looking to throw. Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Check 3, check 3.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, fighting off the defender. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready, set. 57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down. Ready.
On the counter, here's Jones. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll go with Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Watch the run. Watch
43 rail. Cut.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 26 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, Shaq. Liking 18. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill, 70 Lions. Kill.
On 1st and 10, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. pistol. McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day. All
Samuel
day.
in motion.
Mike, check. 59.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Back to throw. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Looking to throw. Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready to go.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Ready,
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 57.
Love from the gun, out to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second down and 3. Seven yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. Under 10. 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
He's coming. Double up.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown. George Kittle with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 26, Packers 8. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He's on his way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street. Slam. Hey, slam,
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 33, Packers 8.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.